position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Tigers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. To throw on first down off the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
This time it's complete. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. They go to the ground. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And man, the big... front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Tigers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Tigers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Clemson will send the punt team out. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. This offense has it with really good field position. First play of the drive, wants to throw. The short hands, it's Brown. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. The give to the back. Find some fresh air. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance, this dude just makes your heart stop.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They're on the board first here in the season opener. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Takes the easy one to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. There he goes. Turning on the Jets. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Tigers moving quickly to the line.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude.
It's a seam wide open. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the 1st down.
Might as well give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Clemson, 0.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Here we go. Softened him up with a run, and now the throw. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Facing a 3rd and long. Here we go. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Snagged in the middle, it's Haynes. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch, really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Here they're trying to get to the edge. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Got a man. It's Brown. Ridden out of bounds at the 14-yard line, and that'll give them a bit more room to operate.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
It's 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line. Caught behind the line. It's Anderson. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Jukes his way for more. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Makes the grab down the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Caught over the middle. It's Brown. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. BYU is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Ty Detmer, this might not be over just yet.
And the returner is stopped. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Catch in the middle, it's Randall. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down? We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the 2nd half, and Clemson will kick it away. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Got his man in the middle. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
When you run your slant route and it gets man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the 2nd half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Looking for space. It's Durham. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Catch in the middle. It's Anderson. He's loose. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU, and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half.
Touchdown, LSU! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Running behind that left side. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Clemson now operating in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. He's got him. He will not get there. A stop on third down leaves him with a fourth down from the 18-yard line. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab past the marker. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Clemson jumps to the line. They'll run it on first and goal. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense desperate for a score here to try to stay in the game. It's third and goal. Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got his man, makes the grab. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third.
Clemson, 0.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Clemson.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on fourth and goal. Tight end now in motion. To the air, it's Klubnik. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas Tech is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Lubbock for a long time.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Durham. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
They booted away. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll send the back in motion. Give to the fullback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Going over the top. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
From the red zone, looking for a man. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Leaves it with the running back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown. Getting set for the point after.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Watkins. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Sends it back in motion. The give as they work on that clock.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Oh, they're after him. On the move, he fires. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Reels it in down the left side. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Here's the pressure. Unleashes one. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's caught downfield.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Durham. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Tigers will try to run out the clock in the final minute. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll give it to the back. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
What a great stop in a big moment for this defense. Nice job getting the stop. Now listen, the ball goes back to the offense, and this has a chance now to be a great finish. That was a clutch stand for this defense.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this D's had some good moments today. And they've had a lead, and they've let that lead shrink a little bit now in a big-time moment. Can they step up? Can they make the plays to get the ball back to their offense? They've had a pretty good day, but now it's closing time.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Final seconds of the game. They can just take a knee and eliminate all of the drama.
And you're exhaling, too, at this point, because this was a hard-fought football game, David. It could have gone either way. At the end, it was this team that made the most plays, made the fewest mistakes, and they've earned this victory formation.
And by the way, there's nothing more frustrating in the world than playing defense when they take knees. Like, it's a helpless feeling. There's nothing you can do. You have so much rage inside. You just want to hit somebody so hard, and then just taking a knee, and you just got to take the L.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move